Yeah.
Now I just get by on pure talent and luck.
Same. As I train.
We can't all be God gifted like you, Dylan.
Right.
Some of us need PEDs and energy drinks.
I drink my fair share of energy drinks.
Well, someone's got to balance us out.
Right. I mean, a man has to have some vices, right?
You got to have some. Don't ever trust a man that has no vices.
He's a murderer. If
What's up, everybody? The FAL is going wild. Lots of new updates, things changing, couple cool announcements. Let's start off with a recap of Mayhem in Middleburg. Since we didn't get to do the Mayhem show, I was moving. Super sick event. What was it? It was 257 entries, the biggest event in Florida history.
That's crazy.
And it absolutely wrecked my arms.
It wrecked my arms and I didn't even pull.
Yeah, it's a 15-man super heavyweight round robin.
How'd you do?
I went 8-6.
Okay. That's probably better than you should have done.
No, I probably should have went 10.
10?
Probably should have went 10-5. But it's fine. I'm not completely recovered from the California trip. My joints still feel like crap.
Whatever excuse you want to roll out, we'll go with.
Yeah, man, I was the lightest guy in the weight class. Let me see if I can go through some more. Let me
His arm was sore. You didn't get any sleep. Your girl was arguing with you. She ain't make no breakfast.
Yeah, I mean, I eat too much. You know, I didn't. I really bulked up for the tournament. Weighed in at a whopping 249.
Tournament looked amazing. I was just a spectator, but the part that was round robin left hand was absolutely crazy. The amount of people in that building, dude. There were people up on that second floor. It looked like it was going to collapse. Like 50 heads up there. It was a packed house without a doubt.
No, it was awesome. It was awesome. That's always a great tournament.
Some standout moments from that tournament in my eyes. Carl was crushing it left. Artem destroying everybody in 4 weight classes. Josh Miller winning the left-hand supers. I'm sorry, the right-hand supers. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
That was a real big deal.
Josh is on the come up. A lot of people don't know who Josh Miller is, but another year, you know, he's going to be going for the top 10 in the United States.
And they will know his name because we are announcing the Paul Passmore, Josh Miller, Georgia versus Florida matchup as our main event.
Wow.
I love that match.
Left-handed.
Oh, I don't love that match.
Well, here's how I look at it. The only person that could beat Josh was Carl.
Yes. But
and
Passmore kills Carl.
No, they actually go back and forth.
Not to my knowledge. Not in the past 3 years.
I think left-handed they go back and forth.
Paul has beat him like 3 times in the past 3 years in a super match. I'm pretty sure.
That may be true. I wouldn't be surprised if Josh shocks everybody though.
But I might be mistaken. Like, I know how good Carl is. I've just I know for a fact I was there for 2 of them.
Well, Carl, if he is wrong, take it up with Dylan Cobb personally, because he says that you have not beat Passmore in the last 3 attempts. I said you won.
Just to my knowledge, I think Passmore has won, but me and Carl are cool with. I don't think he'd be mad at me. I might just be wrong.
Yeah, well, if so, I'll try to pry him off you. I'll do my best.
I think I would be a little faster. I think I could outrun him.
Oh, you could definitely outrun him. 100% you could outrun him. Carl might be one of them guys that's 300 pounds and fast as hell on his feet.
Hell yeah.
You know who gives me that vibe? Josh Webb. You ain't gonna catch.
I bet Josh would be hell at a 40-yard dash because he's had to do it so many times.
If Josh stole your candy bar out your store, you'd never catch him. Never catch him.
Yeah, Josh, I would not want to race Josh Webb in a 40-yard dash.
I used to try to
400.
do this. James King and Josh Webb swear that they're the two fastest guys. I always try to set up a foot race between them.
That'd be funny. I
Would
haven't seen James in forever.
That's one of
I
my
mean,
favorites too.
We're friends on Facebook still, but I haven't seen him in person in, I don't know, 2 or 3 years probably.
He's just growing a creepy mustache in the middle of Lakeland somewhere, like always. You know that.
Yep. I think he's rocking the mullet right now too.
Yeah, he's a cool guy, man. I'm hoping we get one mega event where everybody comes out. Maybe we need to throw another party.
I keep harping on King of Florida. Everybody needs to come to King of Florida in August.
Well, I've got a little secret I'm gonna roll out that I think is gonna bring quite a few people in.
Yeah.
So, but we'll save that for another day. Back to Mayhem. I would say anybody that won their weight class in the largest tournament in Florida history probably has the highest, the biggest bragging rights, because it's easy to say, hey, I won a tournament, but there were 80 entries. If you won a tournament that was round robin and there were 257 entries, you're a bad dude. Bad dude. When Josh was saying he went Josh Miller right-handed went 19-0. How sore must he be? Like, bro, I mean, my arm would be cranked up 19 matches in a row.
And that's the only reason he lost to Artem, probably right-handed. In the overalls. Which Artem had a freaking hell of a day too. There's no telling how many people he beat.
I watched everybody. It looked like they gave up to Artem before it even started.
Artem's hand feels very intimidating right now.
I'm calling you out, Artem. Quit ducking me. You've been ducking me for 10 years. I'm waiting on my match. I want the #1 spot. I'm waiting on it. Let's see what the chat says. We got anyone in the chat?
I don't have the comments up. I can't read it.
That's all right. You're banned from commenting anyways.
What?
Yeah, no comments in here. I love it. But Fit Expo in 13 days. Are you going?
Who, him or me?
John.
I plan to go. I don't know if I'm able to pull yet, but we'll see.
Have you ever been to a convention tournament?
Olympia.
Yeah, so it'll be just like the Olympia. Bunch of crazy, jiu-jitsu in the background, all sorts of crazy stuff.
Next me.
How are you, by your calculation, how are you doing on the points?
I'm leading 76 left by 5 or something over Jerry.
I wouldn't be surprised if 76 left pays over $1,000 by itself. So I said, a lot of these guys are underestimating what the true payout will be per class. Some of these classes, like 98 right, might be $2,000 just for that one class. There's some classes that have a huge amount of people compared to others. So if I was being a little bit more competitive and trying to win my own prize, I believe I could have already locked it in. The 220 class right now is probably the easiest class to get points in right now. You're getting on average 5 and 6 guys, and you're getting, the percentage at the end will be less. You're getting the same amount of points to beat 5 guys as to beat 19.
Right.
Let's go over the points real quick. Everybody's points that they will be applied based upon what class you weighed in at. So if you're a 54 guy and you weighed 54 and you were in the 65s, your points will go to 54. It's kind of straightforward. Dylan, you mentioned you had some questions.
Oh yeah, that was part of the questions, like with the weigh-ins being 231 plus at Middleburg. Where do points fall? Do they go towards super heavyweight?
So here, we'll use you as an example. What did you weigh at Middleburg?
Like 247, 249, something like that.
Your points will go to super heavy.
Okay.
just like that. So if you would have weighed 241, your points would be at 242.
Ah, I must have missed that post.
Now,
That makes-
the flip side to that is, if you weighed under, it doesn't, I don't really care if your points are applied up.
Okay.
You know, let's say you weighed 163, but you want your points to go to 76. That's cool. It just
Gotcha.
can't be the opposite. I can't weigh 198 and be like, hey, apply my points to 176, please.
Right.
So the Fit Expo is going to be absolutely badass. We're going to start doing a couple new things. We're going to start giving cash away for match of the day, similar to the way UFC does fight of the night, knockout of bonus, you know, all these types of things. I think that hyping up some of the finales and putting some cash on the table at the end is a super dope idea. Always gets crazy. I want to start showcasing our final a lot more. When we run our class, we're still going to run them to completion, but when we get down to 2, we're going to really slow down and highlight it. Robert's got the stream now with his new, he's got some internet box and a whole bunch of stuff. Did you guys get to rewatch the Middleburg stream?
Yeah.
I watched.
Dude, it's so good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It's so good. So it's gonna be fun, man.
And take you guys on a protein shake run.
Sure. Well, you ain't get to 247 without eating, that's for sure.
Every day.
What's the lightest you ever weighed in a tournament at, Dylan?
216.
Okay. How'd you feel?
I had a lot less muscle mass back then, so it was easier. You know, I used to walk around at like 227. But now I walk around at like 245, 247.
Okay.
So I've put on 20 pounds since I've been arm wrestling for 4 years.
Sure. I think I weigh exactly the same as I did 11 years ago. 190 pounds. No gains.
I've been as low as 187 in my life.
In your life, you were born at 187 pounds.
You know it. You know it.
Still big.
No, I mean in my adult life. Obviously, I don't count my childhood.
Okay.
But I've also been as heavy.
50 pounds.
I've also been as heavy as like 303.
Golly.
Can you imagine 300 pounds? Your head must have been so big.
He's a Lego.
I'm gonna bust that version out in about 10 years.
The Levon version.
Yeah, when I'm ready.
I'm gonna get an AI generated photo of you as a 300-pound arm wrestler. Watch. Right hand says, does the match of the night have to be pros? No, it doesn't have to be pros. Amateur is absolutely fine. If it's a war, it's a war. I mean, we could absolutely make amateurs or semi-pro one of the match of the nights. Brian Branch says howdy. That's how you know you are from Palaca.
Howdy.
Brian's my boy. He's a good dude.
All Italia's coming to the next tournament.
I keep hearing that, and he don't show up. So
Wait, that's because you get there. He's scared. You show up and scare off all the new guys.
he pulls amateurs. He ain't gotta be scared of me. I'm the nicest guy at the tournament.
That is true. You're
Yeah.
one of them. What how are you feeling about your matchup for Georgia?
It's gonna be a long day for David Hobbs. It's gonna be a long day.
I talked to him. He's fired up, bro.
He's my boy, dude. And it's making it kind of hard, but I'm starting to get in the mind space, like the headspace of like.
I once stayed at his house with Josh Webb, and I wake up at like 7 a.m. with both these guys leaning over me, bro. I'm like, fucking go to sleep. David Hobbs is awesome, bro. I love that guy.
I love both those guys you just mentioned. David and Josh are like a fun time to be around at a tournament.
Yeah. We got a lot of fun guys down here in Florida too, man. I
Yeah.
realize how many people that arm wrestle that I've never met until Mayhem.
You've probably met them 5 times.
Bro, I was sitting in the truck halfway through the tournament and I watched a family with 3 kids come by with FAL shirts, the husband, the wife, and then like 10 South American dudes walk by with FAL shirts. I've never met any one of these guys. Not one of them. I was like, what the fuck?
That's awesome.
It is awesome. It's a beautiful thing, actually. The coolest thing is that everybody's involved. It's not like some elitist club you can't join. You know, back in the day, the cool thing used to be to have your WAL shirt after you went to Vegas. You could come back and be like, yo, I went, you know, like you were some like cool. This is fucking awesome because everybody's kind of part of the cool squad.
It honestly feels like a family. You walk into an FAL event, like everybody's happy to be there. Everybody's happy to see you.
It's easy to
Like,
talk to the guy next to you when he's dressed like you too, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you get these, you know, the people that are watching, they're buying shirts because they want to be part of the crowd. And they're like, and you just, me on the stage, I get the best view in the house. Like when I'm reffing a tournament, I just look over the sea of yellow and I'm like, man, we're actually doing something. Like I've been to a lot of tournaments that just weren't like that.
Yeah, I would love to. I mean, I guess we don't need a time machine, but I would love to make like a Florida Arm Wrestling June 2022, first June 2023. And we talked about all this at the end of the year. Remember when I was like, just wait till we get it rolling, how awesome it's going to look. But I think we're there, man. I think at the 6-month or 6th event mark, which I guess after Fit Expo, I'm thinking we probably need to do like an appreciation party. I would remember the first one we pulled out, a bunch of free food, free everything, get some bounce houses out there, let people bring their kids out.
Right.
So we're going to announce that very shortly. We got a bunch of cool things we're rolling out. Anybody that is watching now, the Florida Arm Wrestling League is changing their policy on weigh-ins. We will move to a 3-pound weight allowance. So if your scale is not as exact as mine, you will not have to run the block. You will have 3 pounds, but you must be dressed. You don't get to be naked and have 3 pounds. You must.
What about shoes? You can take your shoes off.
You can take your shoes on. You got to have at least shorts and a shirt on. If you start removing your clothing, at that point, you've removed the clothing allowance. So very fun, man. There's going to be a bunch of cool stuff. We're coming out with these socks and boxers and all the FAL stuff. I'm sure you guys seen some sneak peeks. We are going to go to a bunch of one-off little special order items like that. Like get the socks now because there's one run, you know, stuff like that. I think we need to crank up the fun level at the FAL after seeing Chucks and getting to be a spectator. I never realized how much fun everyone's having. I always have the burden of running the event and doing all the crazy shit too. Dude, there were little kids running around trying to catch shirts and all sorts of stuff. So we're going to amp up the fun. Moving into the Fit Expo, I just talked to the people from there. We are center of the building. The center sporting event is arm wrestling right there in the center. So it's going to be awesome, man. We're going to be able to showcase everybody on a main stage in an athletic venue, not necessarily a bar or a hall or something. We're going to be in the actual expo itself. So if you like fitness, you like stuff like that, you can't miss this one. Other than that, though, we're going to keep it short and sweet, man. We're going to come back on Monday. I'm doing all the points for the last 2 events. They're going down tonight. And so keep a note in the next day or 2. You will see the points pop up.
One more question about points.
Sure.
Does the Cali event, it does not count towards FAL, correct?
No, it does not. That does not count towards the FAL. However, that does count towards your AERS arm rating.
Right.
You know, all those wins, they go up quite a bit. So you know, I think it's going to be awesome. Our Florida versus Georgia event, we're about to show out, crush them. I honestly think we're going to plow through Georgia. I don't think their talent pool, they have enough guys to match us because I got 5, 6, 198 guys that are ready to go. So,
I mean, I don't know who they got at 198 if Greg
that's the
Hilton.
problem. They got great guys. They just have a low population.
That's true.
So it's not their quality. It's just that we have 30 very good guys and they've got 7 that they can bring forward. So Jerome and Paul, they'll hold their own. But ultimately, you know, we have the numbers on our side. So
Is Josh Ellington pulling anybody?
he is pulling Craig Soblair.
Yeah.
That's a good match.
Yeah, I think Josh is slightly favored, but it's a great matchup.
Yeah, if Craig shows up prepared, I think he'll do fine. I think Craig with the FAL behind him will do really good.
You just let me whisper to him the whole time.
Exactly, and you let the crowd get to him. He'll be there.
That's it. Anything else you got to add that I'm forgetting?
No, I think we're good. That was a good show.
Restaurant Wi-Fi today, so we're gonna keep it short and sweet. Everybody, do not miss the Fit Expo, July 1st at the Orange County Convention Center. It's going to be massive. It's very important to note you do not need to buy admission to the expo. Your expo admission is completely covered by your entry. So if your girlfriend is coming, she don't need to buy expo tickets. Have her sign up for the tournament. It's actually $5 cheaper to be a competitor than to be a spectator. So don't forget that one. Make sure you come on out. We will have we'll come on next week, but we'll have the registration booth out in the front lobby. Bunch of stuff posted, but 3-pound weight allowance. Things are changing. We're going to go to a lot more of a fun setup here. You guys got anything else that I'm forgetting, you think?
I don't
No.
think so.
Oh, well, guys, watch the FAL page. Your points are going to be announced. That $10,000 prize is halfway there. As we round this 5th tournament, we are going to the 6th. We are literally at the halfway mark. So if you haven't jumped in now might be the time to really chase the points. My dog John is running away with the money. Somebody catch him.
Right.
All right, man. Y'all be easy tonight.
All right, peace, boys.
Appreciate everyone tuning in.